Hi Scorpio, welcome to Creative Intuition Tarot. My name is MJ. I hope you are well. Scorpio, this is your February 2022 general reading, and it can apply to any area of your life. Okay, please remember about this and take the messages as they feel relevant, as they resonate with you, apply to your specific situation. So we will put the cards on the table first, and we will dive into your messages. We already have the Wheel of Fortune on the table, so I already like how we're starting. This is the energy that is in the center for you. Central energy for you in Feb 2022. Then we have the Seven of Swords. Six of Pentacles. And the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. So we have two major arcanas. And both major arcanas indicating change. Wheel of Fortune, change. The Hangman, change of perspective. The surrounding energies. Surrounding, supporting energies for Scorpio in February. What do we have for Scorpio? Three of Wands. High Priestess, nice. So three major arcanas, and the Hangman and the High Priestess, some kind of enlightenment, right? And the energy that's in the root, the base of your energy. In Feb you have the Four of Swords. And the World. I like this. Another card of change. There's a lot of change in February, Scorpio, that is happening and that is being initiated. Magician at the bottom of the deck. Wow. I mean, I don't know where to start with. There are so many messages, so many beautiful messages coming from the cards on the table that I really don't know where to like anchor myself to start with. But maybe let's start with this theme of change. You know, really, the Wheel of Fortune, change, turn of the wheel, right? Six of Pentacles to some extent as well. This is my little Justice card in the minor arcana. That would tell me that there's some kind of result that is just for you, that is deserved. So some kind of change, because this result or outcome like manifesting, coming to fruition with the Pentacles. The Hangman, as I said, change in perception that leads to enlightenment. The High Priestess can speak of change in your intuitive space. Three of Wands is looking into the distance, being farsighted, being on the verge or just starting a process of growth through adventure, some kind of new phase of life. So there's also this vibe of change. In the World, obviously, completion, big completion, new opening of a completely new life cycle, life phase. So there's such, and I completely forgot the Magician, crowning the reading along with the Hangman. That's change as well, and that is about creating change. So you know what, now that I looked and like did an inventory of the cards that we have, I want to start with the Magician. Two of Wands beneath the Magician, and we have the Three of Wands. That there was a decision that you made. It's a past decision. It was behind the Magician. It's what resulted in the Magician energy, but it was made in the past. You made some kind of a choice. Maybe related to moving yourself into the Hangman, changing your outlook on something. Maybe related to your career, your finances, your love life, family life, relationship, the way you perceive yourself, maybe spirituality, your growth, your life in general. Okay, you name it. It can apply to any area of life. Because she's looking from this card of the Two of Wands. She's almost like looking from the top at the Hangman. That's what I think. You made that choice. You turned your head towards changing that perspective, allowed yourself to take a step back, go into time of non-action, and look at things and just silently observe, right? And that resulted in the Magician energy, making that choice. The Hangman coming to enlightenment, coming to some kind of realization, an aha moment, maybe enlightenment on spiritual level, where you realized and you seized your magic. You realized it's all in my hands. Everything that I desire is really in my hands. I can manifest it. I have all the tools. I may be experimenting, sometimes may be confused, but I'm happy about it. It excites me. Whether it's, again, it can be something creative you're engaged in, your hobby, your side gig, it may be your job, you may be an artist, it may be about relationship. You realize that everything you desire, you can create, and that you can shift your reality to create the outcome you desire, right? The magician is not creating something out of nothing. He's shifting, working with what he has to create the outcome that he desires. And this is crowning, so there's a change in perspective, Scorpio, that leads you to becoming the creator of your life, the magician in your life, okay? And with the Wheel of Fortune, energy, this is your destiny. Coming into that magician mode is your destiny, but everything was supposed to happen in the right time. And also the time in the Hangman mode, in some kind of withdrawal, deep meditation, but non-action was definitely required. You may have felt almost like isolated in that Hangman mode, but it was needed for you. Everything happens in the right time, and now the Wheel of Fortune is turning big time in February. It was already shifting. It's things like this don't happen overnight, but now it's turning big time in Feb. You're coming to even more realizations. You are growing as that magician in whatever it is that you're creating. I strongly feel a lot of you may be really creatively working in Feb. With the Seven of Swords in the center, a little challenging energy of self-sabotage, lack of self-belief. And it's very interesting that it's in the center, but it's surrounded with such a profound energy that I think it's moving into the past or being healed, but it can still like lurk from the darkness in Feb. That's why I think it's showing up in the center. Don't allow yourself to go back into that place of, I'm not good enough, I cannot do it, I'm confused, the place where you lack inspiration, for example. You don't know what is the next step you should take. Maybe the results are not the way you have imagined them, and so you become discouraged. Like, don't go back into that. You are leaving this behind unless you decide consciously to go back into that energy. So don't. Everything happens when it is meant to be. And now with the Hangman, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Swords, like in this one row, and they are all kind of like bluish, very calming, very healing energy. Really, you are coming to that new perception with the Hangman, with the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny was meant to happen. And with the Four of Swords, again, this is a similar energy to the Hangman to some extent. It's a withdrawal and no action, deep meditation. That's what is common for those two cards, those two energies. But with the Hangman, you were observing, coming to enlightenment, right? This is crowning you. This is your mind space, higher mind as well, enlightening yourself. But with the Four of Swords, even though you are in the deep meditative state, you are not only observing, thinking, planning, and calmly deciding what is your next step, right? So you don't have to go into any kind of discouragement or fear mode if you become lost or confused. But with the Four of Swords, you have that energy of going deep within into a place of deep peace, rest, a place where you can rest safely, and from that place deciding, what is my next step, where should I go, what should I do? So thinking that is not based on fear, that is not directed against yourself, but thinking that is calm, that is peaceful, maybe about sleeping, it may be about ideas, thoughts, visions coming to you in your dreams as well. Three of Wands and the High Priestess. With the Three of Wands, definitely you are far-sighted. So looking into the future, now that you have this energy of the magician, and you know that you are creating a reality, you are looking into the future, and you are embarking on that like growth through adventure, I said, because now that you know and understand your potential and the power that you have, the creative power, you're very lightly embarking on that journey. It's like you're excited for the future and excited about all the things that you are going to create. Okay, so I'm so happy when I say that. It makes me feel so good because you are so excited for the future. There's no fear. You're not afraid of unknown. It's almost like the full leap of faith to some extent. Adventurous, not being afraid of unknown, not being afraid to experiment, to grow, to learn, expand with the magician energy, knowing that you are equipped in the tools that you need and that you will learn and master using them as you go. With the High Priestess, this excitement, this happiness, joyfulness, adventurousness is based, I feel very strongly, in or rooted in your strong connection to your intuition and the faith that you have in it. So you're in, not only you have the tools of magic, because this is one and this is number 2 major arcana, right? Not only you have those tools of magic with the magician, but you also have that higher knowing, higher understanding with the High Priestess. So equipped on all levels, you are looking into the future, and that future is already on the horizon. You can see it, you can sense it. You're embarking, you're moving there with pleasure, with joy, with like childlike joy, excitement. So I absolutely love this for you, and we'll end it up with the World card, which is the last card of the major arcana. Completion and a new opening, especially with the Wheel of Fortune accompanying it. You're coming to some kind of completion, wholeness when it comes to you aligning with your destiny, with your soul purpose. You are aligning yourself with your life path. That's where you're coming to the World energy, which is this achievement and some kind of success, graduation. It's a portal energy for you. You are really moving into a new phase of life, and both of them are some kind of like, in this World card, she's sitting in this circle, and the Wheel of Fortune, obviously, right? So really like you're moving through a portal in your life, moving towards a completely new phase of life that you will stay in for quite some time. In the phase where you realized you are the creator, you realized what you can create, and now you're just going on that adventure with tons of ideas. What are you going to create? And you just like buzzing with this energy. You cannot wait to already have that created, and you didn't create half of the things you are thinking of, and you already come up with new ideas. That's how I'm sensing this, and I really like this energy. So I hope that you were able to make sense out of those messages, Scorpio, because I know it may have been metaphorical, right? It's a general reading, can apply to any area of life, but there's a lot of magic. There's a sense of completion, peace, healing, growth on that mental space, including higher mind. So beautiful energy. Look at this crown chakra affirmation the moment I said higher mind. I am a being of light and love. I am divinely guided and inspired. I am at one with the universe. I live my life through my higher self. I am enlightened. I experience clarity. My thoughts are peaceful. I am one with all that is. That is exactly the sentence I was looking for. I am one with all that is. That is your World card energy, coming to that wholeness, into alignment with your life path, with your destiny. I am one with all that is. There's a lot of spiritual growth for many of you in this. I said there's spiritual growth, and look at this card. Spiritual awakening is when something emerges from within you that is deeper than who you thought you were. Again, it's just a confirmation of what I said. She's going hiking. That's the adventure. Look, she has those sticks. He has wands. Absolutely spiritual awakening with the Hangman. And you are embarking on, that's why it feels so spiritual, embarking on a spiritual journey, and you are going to create beautiful things out there, Scorpio. And let me leave it there. I am wishing you a beautiful, very divine Feb. As always, please take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.